This is Mayegun live. Thank you so much for joining me, brethren. Remember, as you are joining and tuning in, after reading the caption of the broadcast, please read the description of the broadcast as well. Like the broadcast. Then share it to invite your friends and your not so friendly friends, your frenemies. Tell them all that Mayegun today, Mayegun is live. Today, the leader of the IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, came to court in continuation of what we believe as the continuation of the persecution. They call it a retrial of terrorism charges against Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria has expended enough resources to try to dampen the spirit of the Biafrans, especially the new Biafrans led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. APC, Egbekegbe, that decided to criminalize self-determination in a democracy where people have the right, at least, to express themselves, even if they disagree with the status quo, especially the marginalization of the Biafran, which is more or less like systemic, that gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the biggest voice, right, that all of us believe has caused so much discomfort within the camp of the supposed powerful owner of Nigeria, that they had to break so many laws, their own laws and international laws. How far can they go? We don't know. But every step of the way, it has been proven, right, that they had no case against Nnamdi Kanu. The last time that he actually took them up on their supposed trumped up charges, from treasonable felony to terrorism to God knows what next. It has been an arrangement, right, to deny him the justice, lock him up. And as they say, justice delay, some says it's not justice denied, but it's beginning to look so. As majority agrees that this is actually not right, you know, it is the persecution of a man that decided to speak up for his own people. Something that a lot of them in this current arrangement, this contraption, are mostly like proud of. I'm speaking for my people. I'm speaking for my people. So the Supreme Court that returned the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the retrial court brought about this. They seem to have followed some of what the Supreme Court said, but not all of it, especially the one that nullified the withdrawal of his bail, according to the Supreme Court. Yeah, if Nigeria says they have a case against Nnamdi Kanu, then it's up to them to prove that. But he could actually be attending such case from home. The revocation of his bail, the Supreme Court says, was wrong. But nothing is done about that. So today, like they are starting afresh. The same time when they brought the first treasonable felony charges against Nnamdi Kanu, it lasted for about a year and a half and got thrown out. He defeated them then because they had no evidence. And that is why, while they locked Nnamdi Kanu up in the solitary confinement, being punished, tortured psychologically and physically, they are sponsoring different kinds of violence in the eastern part of Nigeria. And they have been doing everything to link that to Nnamdi Kanu, the man that they locked up in their solitary confinement. Even as corrupt as their court is, in this case of Nnamdi Kanu, where they actually act based on the available evidence, he has been proven to have no single case. Nigeria has no case against him. That's the point. So they've started calling witnesses that they claim would have to, give evidence behind the curtain. Nnamdi Kanu won't see their faces, but they will be giving evidences against a man, right, that they are afraid of facing in the open. So the first witness who tried everything to make it more or less look like Nnamdi Kanu lives in Nigeria. And therefore, because in their first outing, they were told that if they actually have to try Nnamdi Kanu, they will need to go to London and try him there. That will be the first place that their case should start from, because Nnamdi Kanu lives in the UK, a place where a place from where he's been broadcasting and sharing his message. The message is that throw Nigeria corrupted system and their government into total disarray, confusion. So they lost the first time. So this second time, they are trying to build a case to make it look like Nnamdi Kanu lives in Nigeria. And in fact, it was from Nigeria he's been preaching his Biafra and other trumped up nonsense that they have been trying to link to him. Remember, back then it was the first witness. The second witness is named BBB, for security reason. We don't know him, but he appeared to be a DSS witness that claims to have interviewed or interrogated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya by the Malamu Bokwari's murderous regime. So in the cross-examination, in which I'm going to possibly read back to you, back to back, okay? So the lead counsel, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, Kanu Agabi, I actually had to go and read about the guy. So the rejig of Nnamdi Kanu's legal team now have the former Attorney General of Nigeria, Kanu Agabi, as the lead counsel. And he was actually the one that questioned their witness BBB. So this morning, when Mazi arrived in court, we're going to start from that, ladies and gentlemen. So as you are joining, remember, share the broadcast. Let's go to that courtroom to see what happened today.
Come this way.
Sorry.
Chocolate biscuits. I don't chocolate biscuits.
Okay, come.
That was this morning. Thank you very much, my lady. Latu, Aruna. I know, I look like a BSc. Thank you. So what happened inside the court when Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer cross-examined what was like evidence presented by the DSS in the last 3 hearings. So when the question and answer time came, it became obvious again that the supposed witness gave evidence, and evidence relied upon by the prosecuting team, the prosecution team. The witness, when confronted by the defense team, Agabi, most of his answers were, I don't know, I'm not aware, I don't know. I'm talking about they are questioning him based on the supposed evidence he presented, videos he presented, this document he presented, stuffs he presented as relating to their own prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu. So let me take you through that, right? So today in court, it is said that the defense team led by Kanu Agabi introduced his team of lawyers to the court, in which the witness called is like a PW2, prosecution witness 2, or BBB. So we'll call him witness BBB or just witness. So they said he stated and tendered a medical report indicating the cause of death of Ahmed Gulak in 2021, right? I think it was the 30th of, the 30th of May 2021, when Ahmed Gulak, a PDP chieftain, was assassinated in Owerri, Imo State. And then they try to now link it to the remembrance, the Biafran Remembrance Day, to remember all the lost, all the people lost during the Biafran War, right? As a remembrance, it is general. And on that day, without being enforced, right, people are advised to sit at home. It is voluntary until they weaponized it. Now they are trying to link that to Nnamdi Kanu. So let's go to this interaction. Please listen carefully, because for every sort of like a question, the response also does matter, especially if you are probing someone who is a star witness and whose evidence is believed to be what they are relying upon to convict Nnamdi Kanu for a crime is not committed. Trumped up charges, right? Self-determination or demand for referendum is not a crime anywhere. Peaceful demand for self-determination, right? Anyway, let's go on. So the transcript or the transcription of the cross-examination proceedings between Agabi and this witness. So, Agabi, you obtained a video statement from the defendant, the witness. Yes, my lord. Agabi, in that statement, only the defendant and his lawyers were visible. Witness, yes. Agabi, the video was not complete. Are we able to see those who conducted the interview? Were you wearing mask? Witness, I cannot remember, my lord. Agabi, for how long was the defendant in detention before you made the video? The witness: I don't know. I'm not aware of his long detention, my lord. Defendant has been kept alone in cell, all by himself. Agabi: but you must understand that solitary confinement is punishment. If that's what you mean, it's a punishment. Did you keep him in solitary confinement because he is a danger to himself or the society? The witness: I'm not aware he was in solitary confinement. Agabi: you subjected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to solitary confinement? Witness: I'm not aware or how long the defendant has been in detention. Agabi: do you know the minimum days to keep someone in solitary confinement? Witness: from United Nations law, you can't keep someone for more than 15 days. Agabi: the long detention of this gentleman has caused him unhappiness. Witness: I am not aware. Agabi: are you aware this gentleman has been in detention for 4 years after the interview? The defendant has become very unhappy and frustrated. Witness: I am not aware. Agabi: this prolonged detention is not through a court order. Witness: I don't know. Agabi: defendant was arrested in 2015. Witness: I am not aware, my lord. I was not part of the investigation, my lord. Agabi: do you know some of the charges were dropped? Witness: I do not know. I don't know about the previous charge, my lord. Agabi: following the amendments, several charges have been dropped. The witness: I do not know, my lord. Agabi: all the charges, only 3 was attributed to the defendant. Witness: I don't know. Agabi: do you know that the charges were amended 6 days after his arrest or kidnapping? Witness: I'm not aware, my lord. Agabi: in fact, at the time, the charges have been pending in court for 6 years. Witness: I am not aware. Agabi: it is from this letter you become aware of this case. Like, is it from this letter you became aware of this case? Witness: I'm not aware, my lord. Agabi: before you received the directives from your office, were you aware of this matter? Witness: I don't know, my lord. Agabi: in the letter, he presented the letter. The witness presented the letter the last time, and he read the content of the letter as well, remember? Agabi: in the letter, the Attorney General of the Federation complained about the complaints he had received. What was the response of your office? Witness: I don't know, my lord. Agabi: the only investigation you conducted was the video interview. Witness: it was not so, my lord. Agabi: I put it to you, you did not conduct any other interview. Witness: I did, but the documents are in my office. Everyone in court laughed out. Agabi: after you received the Attorney General of the Federation's directives, the charges were again amended. Witness: I am just an investigator.